here's the secret. And
So you guys were already buddies.
we've been buddies since high
Okay.
school, since
Okay.
So
2000.
when I was
So
filming,
you were in touch with him about his channel?
So-
Or just you were, I guess.
I was when I was filming the exhaust videos, I'm like, well, how do I add more quality to this and stuff? And he was doing the drone stuff. So I'm like, hey,
okay.
Yuri, can you help me film whatever car?
Yeah.
And then I think it was actually a Ford Focus that I got from a dealership, and I was like, holy crap, they gave me this car for a day. Like, Yuri, we have this Focus ST. Let's film it really well.
Yeah.
So we did.
And then I would do what I was doing at motoring, because I would be like, I'll show these older guys who's bossing me and my buddy Jacob, we're going to film stuff better than I do for TV. And then
Right.
Because we had no limits, you had no boss, and we're like, what do you want to do?
yeah, and then it's like, if I can film TV quality stuff for these guys, why can't I film TV quality stuff for us?
Right.
And yeah. And it
Yeah,
worked,
so basically,
worked out.
I
So
asked
you
them
did
to-
that Ford, what was it, Focus?
Focus ST is the first one I
You did it
remember.
just for fun.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Everything
But
was-
for your channel.
Yes.
Everything
Okay.
was for fun
Yeah.
until
But this was like my escape from work to hopefully, because I had an office job, to
Yeah.
like hopefully do something that I can leave that office job.
So you had a kernel of aspiration to do it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't ever actually expect it to really be able to be my primary thing.
Yep.
But if it made enough on the side and I was happy, then I would be good.
So you were more of a YouTube guy than Yuri?
I guess
initially?
so.
I think because he was going viral with his videos of
I was.
car
Oh,
exhaust.
okay.
exhaust
So you
videos.
had success.
Yeah.
I did.
And were you
But-
able to monetize it like off
Yep.
YouTube at that time?
Yeah, I definitely made like $1 or $2
Nice.
from like 50,000 views or something like
Nice.
that. Yeah, yeah. So
But
I
it
was
was
like,
like
oh wow, there's potential here.
Getting getting the comments and getting the views early on, like I remember it was like, whoa, people are stoked on this. Like you're doing something right. And then I think I got some views with when I was doing drones. Like I did some tutorials on how to balance your propellers, balance your motors, and like how to set up a gimbal.
Okay.
And like one video ended up getting like 80,000 views with the gimbal. People were like, "You saved me. I have a job the next day and I couldn't figure it out because it was like one of the weird technologies that was like really fresh before everything was like nice."
Yeah.
And yeah, I got like a lot of good comments on that. So it was just like that YouTube bug where people are like, "Hey, you're good." And you're like, "I should do
Yeah,
more
I am
videos."
good.
Yeah, you did. I remember you did a drone video of High Park, and I think
Oh,
I
yeah.
helped you with something on that video. Either it was the title or something,
Yeah. I did drones in High Park and
and it went viral.
it went, well, like yeah, I think I got like 50 or maybe 100,000 views. Like
Well,
Blog
that's
TO
viral.
shared it back then.
This
it
is
was
back
like,
then.
totally, yeah. So when were you like, we should do this, we should quit our jobs, why would we do anything else?
I have an exact answer. So the AMG Performance Tour, we had been reviewing cars for about a year at that point, right?
Year steady.
Yeah. I was doing it on the side and like just working our way up from Honda Civics and Hyundai Velocitors.
Like one a week, one a
Yeah.
month?
Probably like one a week.
One a
Okay.
week, yeah. And I got to the point that I used so much vacation time at my work that because we were getting invited to trips.
What
like,
were you doing for work?
I worked at an environmental company.
Okay.
Like my background, I have a Bachelor of Science from University of Toronto.
You're doing like geotechnical reports and stuff?
I was working with those people and like
Okay.
engineers and stuff. It's kind of complicated.
Anyways.
I was doing water quality stuff.
Okay.
But anyways, so we kept getting invited to these events. Like we were at the launch of the Civic Type R. We're like, holy crap, we got invited to this.
Okay.
Do they know? Like, anyways, that's a funny story which we could talk about after. But yeah, so we kept getting invited to these events, and eventually we got invited to the AMG Performance Tour. I'm like, I don't have any more.
And they were going to have a
vacation.
GTR there.
Mm.
And we're like, they're gonna fly us out to Vancouver. Let us drive every single new AMG. I'm like, that's it. I'm done. I just
Quit.
yeah. I was like, I
You
don't
put
have.
in a year leave as a backup.
Yeah.
Where,
It was a year leave, well, obviously unpaid. But
Yeah.
I'm like, in my head, I was done.
Okay.
But I just needed that fallback also in my head.
So you're going to give it a year
Yeah.
to see if it was financially feasible.
Exactly.
because it was like, everything seemed to line up. You're like, we should go for this.
Yeah.
And at that point, the amount of money that we were making, we argued over whether we should spend it on a laptop. That's how much
Yeah,
money
like
we
one
made.
So how
laptop.
much money were you making?
Like $4,000 maybe.
Like a year?
A month.
Like no.
No.
At that point, that's like what we made. It's like $5,000.
Oh yeah. It was like really, yeah.
It was really nothing.
What year was this?
2018, 2017. If you type in
2017, I think.
AMG performance tour on our YouTube channel, you'll find the exact date that the video went up.
We may have given it a weird title. It might be kind of hard to find.
Performance
Tour?
tour, the straight pipes.
2017, October 25, 2017.
That was it.
I don't know if you want to play the
la-
audio through there if it's coming through or not, but
We were making laptop
It's
money.
probably got music
we
you'll get in
don't
trouble
need
for.
to watch it. Oh,
Yeah.
this is your first video.
No, this is the like.
Okay, this is the point in time where you're like,
Yeah,
we're doing
quit.
it. Okay.
Just don't. I don't know if the music's coming through because it might be like.
yeah.
But yeah, that was the day that Jacob's like, I
Oh,
need to
all
go
at the
and leave.
track.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yep.
Bunch of cool. Oh, look at that, no beard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we couldn't believe they were letting us do
We
this.
can tell you the story of the beard later too. Nobody really knows the full story.
The beard's a
Oh
funny
yeah,
one too.
give me all the juicy stuff that
Oh,
all
sure.
your new crazy fans want to hear.
Exclusive.
That's great.
Yeah.
So that was the point in time when you guys are like, we're doing it.
Well, that was
I
when
had to.
he fully
You
committed
had
because
to.
of work, and then I was working film industry, so it was freelance stuff, and like
So
I
you're
just
always
I'm like
transient.
this is just another job, like
Exactly.
whatever. And then I think later in the spring, like I brought Jacob on to like 2 jobs to like drone camera operate with me just for fun. I'm like, yo, it'll be funny. I'm like, say this, you won't get in trouble, like everything will be fine, because Jacob was pretty good at camera operating.
Yeah.
And
That's good, Mitch. I think we're done watching that.
and then I just one day I'm like, you know what? Like I'll fully commit to, like, I think one person noticed me on set while I was camera operating. Somebody was like, "You're from the Straight Pipes, right?" I'm like, I should probably just quit this and just do Straight Pipes. So I'm like, in solidarity, I stopped doing film jobs.
Okay.
Just for fun. Like I'm
What'd
like,
you guys make that first year?
Oh,
Just
like the
enough?
first year that we quit.
Yeah. Like when you were like, we got a year.
well, you sold your ISF
Yeah,
to help fund everything.
So I needed like cash in the bank just so that I was okay to pay the mortgage because
Sure.
I couldn't pay it with $5,000 laptops.
Right.
So I sold my ISF. I paid like 30. So I sold it for roughly 30 or whatever. Now they're worth 50. But anyways, and then I bought a $5,000 Lexus GS.
Okay.
Like GS 430. I dumped it, made it all VIP. I still had to modify it.
Very cool. Very
But yeah, I needed that cash in the bank so that I was like okay with everything, and then everything ended up working out. So I don't know, the first year.
first year, we somehow I think you caught up to your salary.
I made, I think I made as much or slightly more than I was making at my previous job.
So
which,
like just under 100 grand.
that we would have had to split.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
around $50,000-$60,000 probably each.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then
So that's real.
Yeah.
it was real at that
exactly.
point, and then it just kept going up and up and up a little bit here and there, and then down at the certain months and stuff like that. But
And that was no sponsors. Like